Hi, English 9 students. It's Mrs. Stranaka. Making a couple of videos to try and help you with this English 9 fourth quarter project. This is the project overview and timeline. And basically, it's going to be on Romeo and Juliet. Love, right? All right, so anyway, for this assignment, I'm going to read you the overview and the timeline that you have, okay? For this assignment, you'll be watching two different versions of the play, Romeo and Juliet. Both of the movies have different styles in which they are crafted. So this is what we're going to look at and analyze. So one version, just so you know, is from 1968. It's older, it's more traditional. The other version is from 1996. It's my favorite, I love it. And I think you really like it too. It's definitely a more modern version. Anyway, I want you to look at it and you're going to be comparing them. We're going to give you exactly how we want you to compare them, okay? Below is a list of common themes that are found in this play. You're going to focus on two of the themes. So we're going to give you several of them. You're going to just focus on two, in which you'll examine how these themes are shown in both the movies. You'll fill out an organizer as you watch each movie, and I'll explain that graphic organizer to you in a different video. You may choose the order in which you watch the movies. So you can watch either the 1968 version first or the 1996 version first. It doesn't matter. If you think that you're going to really struggle to understand it, you might actually want to watch the 96 version because it's more modern. You might want to watch that one first just to make sure you really have a better understanding, but it really doesn't matter. It's your preference, okay? The movies will be posted in Google Classroom with checkpoint dates. Okay, so you're going to, each one has a different checkpoint date, and we have a calendar, and you'll take a look at it. All right, and we'll have it there. So, common themes found in Romeo and Juliet. So, obviously, love. L is for love, not for losers. All right, love. Death. Identity, meaning how Romeo and Juliet and their families identify themselves, like them as people. Family honor and family feuds. Honor is extremely important to this culture, and feuds means fights. So how the families don't get along, you'll be seeing that very, very quickly. That starts out with a fight. Gender expectations, power of patriarchy, so the male serves as the head of household. So basically, in the culture of Romeo and Juliet, everybody has their place. The head of the household, the dad, acts a certain way. The mother has to act a certain way. The children have to act a certain way. And that even applies to if you're a man or a woman, even within that, being a child and what behavior is expected of you. So you could take a look at that as one of the themes. Marriage, all right, and the sanctity of marriage and the importance of marriage and what role it plays, because it plays a couple of tricky roles, I think, in this play. Divide of age. Romeo and Juliet are not the same age, all right? She is significantly younger than Romeo. Juliet is. So, and you'll even see that with the mother and father relationships. The dad is older than the mother. Inevitable fate. So, fate is what will be. It's always gonna happen. So is that inevitable? No matter what you do, if this was gonna happen to you, is it definitely gonna happen to you? All right, that is what we're looking at. Those are the themes and a little bit of an explanation of them. So checkpoints and material due. Checkpoint 1 is due May 8th. All right, so that's going to be 2 weeks away, May 8th. You're going to watch one version of the movie, Romeo and Juliet. Like I said, it doesn't matter which version, whichever one floats your boat. Then you're going to fill in the graphic organizer, taking notes on how two themes are portrayed throughout the movie. So you're going to fill out the graphic organizer, and you're going to talk about two themes that you feel you can easily talk about. Easily explain. If you don't understand it so much, don't use it. Checkpoint number 2 is due May 22nd. So that's 4 weeks away. You're going to watch the other version of Romeo and Juliet. So you can't watch, the 1968 one twice. All right. You got to watch both of them. Then you're going to fill out the graphic organizer that you've started with the first version, and you're going to take notes again on how those two themes are portrayed in this movie, all right, through the second version. Remember that the two versions are 28 years apart. Yeah, like the 1968 version, wicked old, even older than me. Checkpoint number 3. That's due June 5th, providing that we're not back in school. June 5th. You're going to have a journal prompt that you have to answer, and you're going to start working on your final project, okay? So you just have a journal prompt you have to answer and start working on your final project. And that all those materials are in Google Classroom. Checkpoint number 4, June 19th. Believe it or not, June 19th, then summer. Hopefully we'll get to do stuff. Is your final project is when it's due. You're going to create a Shakespearean Snapchat based on Romeo and Juliet. And there's a sheet for that, okay? It's not like, oh, we're just throwing this out there. There's a sheet that you will use to create this little Snapchat between characters, all right? So hopefully this explains things to you a little bit better. If you have any questions, just email me or let me know.